Good evening, and thank you for being here tonight as we celebrate some truly outstanding achievements. My name is Ken Snyder, and I'm honored to serve as the Executive Director of the Shingo Institute. We'd like to extend a special thank you to New Salt Laser International for providing our entertainment this evening, and to Ali Rose for capturing the photos this evening. And to all of you joining us tonight, thank you for being part of our celebration. This conference is one of the highlights of our year at the Shingo Institute. This year is especially meaningful as we're celebrating our 38th year of recognizing organizations and individuals who are committed to excellence. Tonight gives us the opportunity to honor the incredible work of our award recipients and to be inspired together to keep improving our own organizations and the people within them. We'd like to extend our sincere gratitude to the exceptional team at O.C. Tanner for their generous sponsorship of the Shingo Award trophies and conference pins. Their support of the Shingo Institute goes far beyond tonight. I think many of you attended the little section we had with them today. That's just another example, but they actively contribute through hosting tours, supporting workshops, mentoring organizations, welcoming visitors, and everything else that they do. And they help others learn how to apply the Shingo model. We would also like to recognize our other conference sponsors, Boston Scientific, Catalysis, and Andy Eichfeld, for supporting important aspects of this year's conference. As we gather tonight to celebrate, we do so with deep appreciation for each of these partners. Your belief in our mission strengthens our work and makes this event possible. This conference is also made possible by the incredible support of our Shingo licensed affiliates who deliver Shingo workshops around the world. Their dedication is essential to our mission. Matter of fact, I tell them all the time, our success depends upon your success. Please tell us how we can help you to be more successful. And they usually turn around and say back to me, our success depends upon your success. And so we have a really good working relationship with our Shingo licensed affiliates. Through their efforts, the Shingo model reaches organizations, leaders, and teams across industries and around the globe. Quite simply, we could not teach the world or advance this work without them. We are deeply grateful for their partnership and their commitment to sharing the Shingo model with so many different organizations. I encourage each of you to take time during the conference to connect with our affiliates and learn from their experiences. Many of them have tables over here in the foyer area. Please feel free to reach out to them. If you are one of our affiliates, would you please stand for just a moment? Yeah. Let's show our appreciation with a round of applause. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Many of you have likely had the opportunity to participate in a workshop or attend a conference session led by one of our faculty fellows. These individuals bring a remarkable depth of experience gained through years, often decades, of dedication to continuous improvement. They generously share their knowledge, mentor others, and help carry the Shingo model into organizations around the world. Their contributions are truly vital to the work of the Institute, and we are deeply grateful for their commitment and support. If you are one of our faculty fellows, would you please stand? Your dedication means a great deal to all of us. Please join me in giving them an applause. Thank you. The Shingo Executive Advisory Board is made up of senior leaders who generously volunteer their time, insights, and experience to help guide the work of the Shingo Institute. Their perspective and counsel are invaluable to our mission. Tonight, we would like to take a moment to recognize one of our now emeritus board members. Gary Peterson, would you please come join me on the stage, wherever you are? Where are you? There he is. He's coming. Gary Peterson is also, besides being an emeritus board member, he's also an Academy member. He's a respected executive, consultant, teacher, and coach whose personal mission is to help every person within a sphere of influence achieve success and reach their full potential. He has been a driving force at OC Tanner over the years, and he has been the host of thousands and thousands of guests.
Literally.
I think, literally
Yes,
thousands and thousands. His company has hosted more Shingo workshops than any other company in the world. You've also hosted more showcases, I think,
Yes.
of anybody in the world, and steady tour guests, and so on. He served on the Shingo Executive Advisory Board for 15 years. He continues to travel and do some support through his Peterson Consulting Group that you recently founded upon retiring from OC Tanner, where he focuses on strategy, change management, and executive coaching. Gary, we are deeply grateful for your years of service on the board and in so many other ways. We have a little token.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
This is a little profound thanks to Gary Peterson in recognition of your service. Would you like to say a few words? Podium's yours, my friend.
Thank you very much. You know, when we began our journey 35 plus years ago, didn't know what I was doing, and was so grateful a few years into the journey to stumble across the Shingo model. And having something that I could say to everybody, this is what we're doing, just gave me a little bit of a lift. People are like, okay, there really is something out there. I feel a huge debt of gratitude to the Shingo Institute and everyone associated with the Shingo Institute for all the great things we accomplished at OC Tanner Company. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
I think you're going to be up here again. Okay. Now I'd like to invite the rest of the Shingo Executive Advisory Board members to please stand. We are deeply grateful for your willingness to share your time, insights, and leadership in support of the Shingo Institute. Thank you for your service to all of us. Now I got to flip page. Okay. Each year we recognize members of the Shingo community whose careers have made a lasting impact on organizational and operational excellence by inducting them into the Shingo Academy. It's a kind of a Shingo Hall of Fame, if you will, or Lifetime Service Award. Membership in the Shingo Academy is one of the highest honors we bestow. It recognizes individuals whose lifelong work has advanced the principles of enterprise excellence. In many ways, you can think of it as the Hall of Fame for organizational excellence. This year, we are especially honored to induct 3 outstanding individuals. The selection committee, comprised of members of the Shingo Executive Advisory Board, has chosen Stephen Dargan, Brad Jeevens, and Don Tracy. Stephen, we're going to pick on you first. Would you please join me on stage? And while he's on his way up, oh, thank you. Let me tell you a little bit about Stephen, then we'll let him tell you a little bit about himself, I think. Stephen is an enterprise excellence leader with more than 30 years of experience across financial services and mining. He is widely respected for leading large-scale process and cultural transformations grounded in Lean Six Sigma, strong governments, and the Shingo model. Stephen began his, he doesn't respond to the name Stephen, incidentally, so we'll get to that in just a second. But Stephen, because I have to use his formal real name for just a moment as we recognize him, began his Shingo journey in 2013, and since then he has shaped his systems-focused leadership approach. He played a key role in driving significant productivity and cultural improvements at Bank West. He helped pioneer virtual Shingo assessment work within the Commonwealth Bank of Australia, and now he works as a senior leader and coach at BHP's Center of Excellence. Stephen supports more than 50 senior leaders and has helped deploy the BHP operating system, a Shingo-inspired, purpose-driven cultural framework that has contributed to record production years and lasting leadership mindset shifts. Please join me in a round of applause recognizing Stephen Dargan, and then I have to tell you the rest of the story. So today I went to lunch with Stephen, and we're walking back from the lunch, you know, because we all walk to lunch, right? We're walking back from the lunch, and one of his Australian colleagues says to him, Dargs, what do you think about it? And I looked at him and go, Dargs, is that you? And he goes, yeah. And then he tells me the story of why he's Dargs. So he will also tell you he doesn't respond to Stephen because he's Dargs. Would you include that as part of your
Yes,
remarks?
thank you.
You can talk about more than just
Okay,
Dargs.
I'll go to Dargs first. So clearly I'm Irish, so spent a lot of time, half my life in Ireland, but I moved to Australia. But when you go to Australia, those of you know, people like to shorten your names. So literally my first day in work, the first lady I met, one of the leaders, said, I'm going to call you Dargs from now on. So nobody in Australia knows me as Stephen other than my wife when I'm in trouble. And my new Chilean boss, who refuses to call me Dargs in work. So we're in meetings every single day with the executive teams and senior leaders, and he's going, Stephen said this, and everyone's looking at him going, who the hell is Stephen? So the only people that call me Dargs really is my wife when I'm in trouble. But seriously.
You didn't put Dargs on the
No, we didn't put Dargs on it. Sorry. I thought it was getting introduced by Colonel Saunders here. Doesn't he look like... How good does he look? I had to get him back for that, sir. So there you go.
You do.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, look, Ken rang me about, I don't know how long it was, 6 weeks ago, or even longer, I can't remember, to advise me of this award. And my first reaction was I just burst out crying. I'm going to cry again. 13 years ago, I met a great man called Chris Butterworth. I call him the Pied Piper, and he plays the saxophone, but I'm calling him the Pied Piper because he leads a lot of people along this journey towards excellence, and I was one of his little pipers, so to speak, and he's my mentor, my guide, and been my rock since then. But being introduced to the Shingo model fundamentally changed my life as a human being, fundamentally changed my life on a personal level, but also in a career perspective. One of the most profound moments of my life was that meeting with Chris, and to this day I'll never forget it. And I owe a lot to that gentleman. I owe a lot to obviously the Shingo Institute and everyone who works behind the scenes, and Sean and the team, and all the ladies that are at the front desks. They know who they are. It would not happen without them. But equally, people like Gary Peterson, who is an inspiration and has spent many years, and a lot of people outside of across the globe do aspire to be like Gary. So hopefully one day I'll have the same career ending as, no, he's still going, he'll never stop, as someone like Gary Peterson. But everybody in this room is equally worthy of the same accolade, because together as a team we will grow across the globe. We have a lot of work to do in Australia. We are very embryonic when it comes to the Shingo model, so we've a lot of work to go and build a brand across Australia, but when we do, it's going to be an amazing place. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really don't deserve this. Thank you, Colonel Saunders.
Congratulations. Well done. Appreciate you. She's supposed to be. Okay, next we're pleased to recognize Brad Jeevens. Brad, will you please join me up here? And I'm going to read a little bit about you. You know, I neglected to read the plaque, so while Brad's coming up, I'm going to read the plaque. In recognition of outstanding contribution to organizational excellence, the Shingo Institute inducts Brad Jeevens as a life member to the Shingo Academy 2026. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit about Brad. Brad is a globally recognized advocate for enterprise excellence and has held senior leadership roles across technology, supply chain, and manufacturing industries. He has worked with organizations and government agencies around the world, including BHP, Dargs' organization, Santos, and PepsiCo to strengthen. It's still hard for me to say that, isn't it? I'm doing okay, thanks. Through the application of the Shingo model. Brad is also the founder of the Enterprise Excellent podcast, which is the largest lean podcast in Australia, where he leads a global learning community focused on improving organizations. I will say he's made the mistake of inviting me to be on there not just once, as if that wasn't enough of a lesson to him that don't invite Ken, but he invited me back to a second time a couple of years later. So, very good episode. Are they? Oh, I don't think so. As an author, speaker, and researcher, Brad continues to advance the understanding of enterprise excellence through his books, thought leadership, and ongoing research. He strongly believes that cultures built on continuous improvement and innovation create stronger organizations and contribute to a better future. Please join me in congratulating Brad Jeevens. There you go. Here's the plaque.
Thank you.
You get to say a few words too, if you would.
Thank you. Thanks, Ken. Thanks, everyone. It's such an honour to get this award. When Ken rang me up to let me know, I couldn't believe it. So thank you. Everyone, it's so great to be at a conference like this too, with such amazing people like yourselves that are helping organisations all over the world create a better future. Like, I think in life, for me, there's not much more importance than living a good life yourself, but also leaving this world in at least the same place as we got it now for our kids and grandkids and everyone to come after. So that's sort of what's important to me, that creating a better future. And I think if you look at it around the world, I love what you see happening in countries like Ireland, where they got 3% productivity, and I know the Shingo Institute's been part of it, and pretty good debt. But then if you look at the country that Dargs and I are from at the minute, we're at minus 2.2 productivity, growing debt, and I think it's a bit of a problem at the minute, And the thing that inspires me with it, like, we need to turn that baby around for generations to come, that's for sure. But the thing that inspires me is that you look at the Shingo Institute and the work that's been done on how to create cultures of excellence, organisations that truly engage everyone, align everyone, and then build capability to execute to create all these outcomes, productivity, quality, engagement, better lives of people, less planetary impact. Like, I think there's no bigger thing to do. And for me, the big reference I love in this space is that for many of you, you might not know the All Blacks rugby union team out of New Zealand, but their purpose as an organisation is legacy, which means that when they take the jersey off at their last game when they're retiring, they want to take that jersey off in a better way than when they first put it on. So that's what legacy means. Like, when you finish and you hang up the boots, take that jersey off in a better position. And that's what I'm going to do with this award going forward, is that I want to do everything I can do to take my jersey off in the best position when it comes to the end of the days, but we'll work it forward. I want to acknowledge a few people too, just like Dargs, like Chris Butterworth has been a major influence to myself, also Peter Hines. We've got Kevin Zokai in the room here when he wrote Creating a Lean and Green Business System. That was inspiring for me. And so many more, like all of you, many of you have been on my podcast and, done so much for me. I finally just want to mention my wife, Emily Jevons. Like, without Emily, we're a team and everything we do is teamwork together. So I feel a little bit funny getting the award and not her and I together, but I just want to acknowledge her too. She's amazing. I wouldn't be doing what I do without her. So thanks, everyone. Thanks, Cam.
Thanks, Brad. Well done. Next up is Don Tracy. Don, would you like to please join me on stage? I haven't seen Don yet. Where is Don? There he is. He's on his way up. Don Tracy retired as Vice President of Denso North America in January 2022 after an extraordinary 33-year career with the organization. As a senior leader within one of the world's largest automotive parts manufacturers, $40+ billion, Don helped guide the success of the body electronics division. After joining Denso in 1989, Don played a key role in leading the company to receive the Shingo Prize in 2007. He also led the Tennessee site, Knoxville, through an important cultural transformation, shifting leadership behaviors and practices in ways that delivered sustained business improvements in an intensely competitive market. Throughout his career, Don worked both in the U.S. and Japan to help develop world-class lean organizations. He also served on the Shingo Executive Advisory Board from 2015 to 2021, contributing his expertise and insight to the broader Shingo community. On a personal note, after retiring from Denso, Don has continued to help me with a project I am engaged in to help improve auto safety and save lives. Don, congratulations. Thank you. You want to say a few words? Sure. Good, it's all yours.
So 30 minutes?
Yes.
No, okay, no. I won't do that. Thank you. I really want to share that this is.
I'm going to get a little closer.
I want to share that this induction or this recognition with the mentors, the colleagues, a lot of which are in this room, and particularly the teams that I've been involved with. And particularly that they were committed to continuous improvement and the human development side, which I really focused on, that changed me. So the Shingo model was really critical in changing the way I thought, the way I led, and also really the way that the teams changed me over that period of time. So being recognized as part of the Shingo Academy is very humbling and also very inspiring. So thank you, and I do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. In addition to the Shingo Academy, we also recognize individuals who are earlier in their career through the Shingo Rising Star Award. A Shingo Rising Star shares many of the same qualities as our Academy members, but this recognition is given to individuals earlier in their careers who have already made a truly meaningful impact on organizational or operational excellence. These individuals demonstrate exceptional promise through their work, supporting the Shingo model and the mission of the Shingo Institute, or making significant contributions that clearly advance excellence within their organizations. This year, the committee has selected 8 Shingo Rising Star recipients. Some of them will be recognized at our European and/or the Asian Pacific Shingo conferences, but all of them are listed in the conference program and on the event app. Tonight, we are pleased to recognize 3 of these individuals, Emily Swaney, Fabiana Trevisani, and Chase Walkendorf. Would each of you please come join me on the stage? There's Emily. So you're first on stage, and you're first that I have, too. So you can stand like right here, okay? And then I think there's Fabiana. Okay, we'll get started then. Thank you. Our first recipient is Emily Swaney. She is the Senior Director of the Lean Promotion Office at Ohio Health, where she is responsible for ensuring Ohio Health's Lean Roadmap is driving toward an advanced management system. Under her leadership, Ohio Health has received international recognition for their focus on creating a culture of 35,000 problem solvers. With 15 years of continuous improvement experience in healthcare, Emily is highly skilled in Kaizen facilitation, A3 and executive coaching, lean daily management, Hoshin Kandi, and enterprise roadmap development, and she frequently collaborates with leading lean organizations to share insights through publications and presentations, including one at our Shingo conference recently. She is a certified Lean Six Sigma Black Belt and the owner of Advanced Lean Consulting LLC, where she coaches and inspires organizations to build a more mature and impactful culture. Emily, thank you for your example and leadership. Would you like to say a few words? Here's your little rising star.
Thank you.
It's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It is an honor to receive this award. I really appreciate the nomination, as well as my team. I have to give a lot of credit to all of my team at Ohio Health, our leaders at Ohio Health, and we started this journey. We had started our lean journey, I would say, really back in 2006, but it wasn't until 2016, 10 years ago, when we really started focusing on Shingo as our true north, and our organization has just taken an incredible turn since then. Our results have shown an incredible difference from where we started, and more importantly, our leaders, our associates are engaged and just completely bought in that this is the way in which we should work. So I want to thank everybody here. I want to thank my team who's here as well, and all of those who support me, my coach Gary as well, who was up here on stage earlier. Just an honor to receive this award, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well done. Our next Shingo Rising Star Award is to Fabiana Trevisani. Fabiana is the Operational Executive Manager at Valet, where she leads continuous improvement efforts across railways, ports, mines, plants, and translating corporate strategy into actionable plans and developing aligned, capable leaders. Since joining Valet in 2014, Fabiana has supported Six Sigma, Agile, and Kaizen initiatives, conducted internal and ISO 9001 audits, and driven improvements in efficiency, quality, and operational performance. With a background in civil engineering and a specialization in quality management and IT, Fabiana combines technical expertise with people-centered leadership to foster cultures of innovation, discipline, and sustainable results. Fabiana, thank you for being part of the Shingo community and for helping to build a culture of excellence. Here's your reward. Would you like to say a few words too?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Good evening, everyone. I'm honored to be part of this celebration and to receive the Shingo Rising Star. I'm very grateful to the Shingo Institute for this recognition and for everything I have learned so far. This award reinforces my purpose of transforming organizations through continuous improvement and people development. I would also like to thank the Valley leaders who support me in this journey. Thank you to my amazing team for their excellent work. I want to thank my family for their unconditional support and my mentors, Ana Gatti and Marco Nascimento, for their guidance and coaching. This recognition was only possible because we walked this journey together, learning and growing together. I'm excited about new challenges and continuous learning. Thank you very much.
Next is Chase Walkendorf. Chase serves as the leader of operational excellence at Discount Tire, driving transformative change across more than 1,150 retail locations. Chase has advanced through multiple leadership roles, building expertise in developing and integrating systems that strengthen safety, quality, delivery, and cost performance. He also applies his continuous improvement skills in his other role as a paralegal in the Army Reserves. Chase holds a Master of Science in Management with a specialization in organizational leadership and a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Management from Colorado State University. He is committed to building systems that empower people, eliminate waste, and enable high-performing teams to thrive. Chase, thank you for being part of the Shingo community and for helping to build a culture of excellence. Here's your Shingo Rising Star, and would you like to say a few words?
Real quick.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you. I'll be really brief, but thank you all so much. I really want to say thank you. I have an awesome team at Discount Tire that just is super inspiring, always wanting to learn and get better. Mike Morrow, my teammate of many years, who's just pushed me and helped me get better. And then we wouldn't be here without Cliff Miller, our leader who inspires us. I also want to say thank you to Ken, who couldn't make it here, and Kayvon from SA Partners, who have just helped us the last couple of years really know more about Shingo and where we need to go. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Chase.
Thanks, Ken.
We have a number of previously recognized Shingo Rising Stars in the audience tonight. We'd like to ask all of the Shingo Rising Stars, the current ones, and the previous ones that have been previously recognized to stand so that we can recognize their great work and the great work they have left to do. Come on, let's stand up. There we go, there we go. Thank you so much. A few years ago, we began recognizing individuals who have completed all 6 Shingo workshops by welcoming them into the community of Shingo alumni. Shingo alumni have distinguished themselves by taking what they learned in these workshops and applying it in meaningful ways within their own organizations, building systems that support cultural transformation and sustained improvement in performance. Today, more than 1,300 individuals have earned the distinction of being Shingo alumni, and that number continues to grow each month. I encourage each of you to continue your learning journey, complete the workshops, and add your name to this remarkable group of practitioners. You can view the full list of Shingo alumni at shingo.org/alumni. Now, if you are here tonight and have recently earned your Shingo alumni recognition but have not yet been acknowledged on stage, we would love to celebrate you tonight. Please come up the side stairs to my right. When you reach the podium, please say your name into the microphone, pause for a photo, and then exit down the stairs to my left. Your certificates will be available for you to pick up at the registration desk just outside the ballroom. Please join me in congratulating our newest Shingo alumni.
Guilherme Cordeiro from Vale, Brazil.
Andres Games, Medline Industries.
Jutta Struber, Baptist Memorial Healthcare.
Jason Orlando, Baptist Memorial Healthcare Corporation.
Bernard Gagnon, Campus Link, Quebec, Canada.
Débora Artuso, Vale.
Grazela Menezes, Vale.
Elis Vasconcelos, Vale. Letícia Queiroz, Vale.
Priscila Soares, from Vale, Brasil.
Fabiana Trevisani, Vale.
Michael Souza, Vale.
Stacy Adamson, Utah Transit Authority.
Denny Guyman, Utah Transit Authority.
Sarah Meekum, Utah Transit Authority.
Jordan Squire, SA Partners.
Ramón Riesco, OPEX Academy.
Sandra Márquez, MAVE, MPT Electronics.
José López, Medline.
Antonio Regalado, Medline.
Marco González, Medline.
Kristen Winterton from Borns.
Joshua Dean, Magpul Industries.
Jose Gutierrez, Magpul Industries.
Nirmana Kuzmanovic, OC Tanner.
Carlos Monjaraz, Advitria.
Jason McKinney, GBMP.
Michael Morrow, Discount Tire.
Chase Walkendorf, Discount Tire.
Chris Vout, Curry's.
Derek Stricker, Curry's.
John Johnson, Curry's.
Paul Henry, Caesar.
We would like to ask all of the Shingo alumni in the audience to stand up and give us a chance to recognize you. Please join me in recognizing all of the Shingo. I'm standing up too. Congratulations to all of you. Oh, it looks great. Next year, we want to see the rest of you. That'd be awesome. Okay, we'd like to take a moment to honor the memory of Matias Gomez, who tragically lost his life in the floods that struck Querétaro, Mexico in August of last year. Matias was the beloved son of our dear friends Mariana and Abel. This one's hard, so excuse me if I lose it a little bit. It's the unimaginable tragedy that no parent should have to experience. And unfortunately, it's something that I've experienced and then share the grief of the Gomez family. In the memory of Matias, we have established a Matias Gomez Scholarship at Utah State University. It supports the Shingo scholars that we have. These are undergraduate students who are pursuing their studies in operational excellence using the Shingo model. This is a way to ensure that Matias's passion for learning and excellence continues to inspire and make a difference. We at the Shingo Institute mourn alongside the Gomez family, and we invite you to join us in supporting the scholarship so that Matias's legacy of learning, growth, and excellence can continue to live on. Please join us in recognizing our Shingo scholars. We'd like at this time to ask them, we have some of them here who have been helping at the conference. We'd like to ask them to stand. They're probably all together at some table somewhere. Like right back there. We just started the Shingo Scholar Program last year, and this is the very first group of Shingo scholars we have. Not all of them could make it to San Diego for the conference, but you got a glimpse of all of them. Our goal is to grow the number of Shingo scholars to where we can place 100 students every year in organizations like yours, organizations that are pursuing excellence. And we want to have them well prepared to enter the world of your companies and be ready to hit the road running. And we can do that through additional scholarships that we can use to attract students into the program. So we're committed to doing this, and it's an exciting development. I might just take a moment and recognize, Mike, would you like to stand up? You probably don't want to, but I'll let him stand. Mike Dixon is the director of the Shingo Student Center, which is the organization we've created to work with the Shingo Scholars. And Mike is one of our senior tenured faculty members who has taken on this challenge to grow the Shingo Student Center and the number of Shingo Scholars. So thank you very much for taking a moment and recognizing Matthias and also the Shingo Scholar Program. Now, I am going to turn the time over to Peter Barnett, our Director of Executive Education at the Shingo Institute, to announce some of the other awards.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? Yeah? Yeah? This has been good. I love this, this whole experience. It truly does, as Ken said, is something we look forward to all year long. As Ken mentioned, I am Peter Barnett. I'm the Director of Executive Education at the Shingo Institute. I have the proud opportunity to announce the 2026 Affiliates Choice for Systems Excellence recipients. These organizations are being recognized for designing and sustaining principle-aligned systems that drive ideal behaviors and deliver long-term results. First, we would like to recognize Controladora Mabe, located in Santiago de Querétaro, Mexico, nominated by Lenses Training Center. They're being honored for their new product introduction system. May I invite the Mabe and Lenses teams, please come on stage. The new product introduction system is a comprehensive governance model that has established rapid growth and expansion into new industries. It's allowed increasingly predictable performance and is built around customer value creation. The system integrates standardized technical readiness reviews, formal escalation routines, and cross-functional decision-making, ensuring the safe and efficient launch of complex electronics products. Congratulations on this exciting achievement. If you'd like, please share a few words.
Hello, everyone. I am really very happy and a little nervous. I appreciate this recognition so much, and I would like to read a short speech, please. Today, I receive this recognition with gratitude and humility. This achievement belongs to the incredible team at MAVE MPT, whose commitment and passion make excellence part of our daily work. The new project introduction systems reflect our convictions that excellence is built through people, learning, and continuous improvement. I also want to acknowledge the valuable support from Lenses, Francisco, as our consulting partner. Thank you so much. This is not the finish line. I hope to compete for this year for the Shingo Awards and be recognized at the next event. I hope. Agustin, I would like you feet, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, for me, it's truly honor to be here participating in this incredible event, learning from all of you and getting the insight of the experience and shared knowledge. This hasn't been an easy path for us. It's been a lot of work and required us to challenge ourselves every day and change the way we think and stay true to our principles. Thank you, all our team, for the dedication, and to the Shingo Institute for this honor and being able to come here And we are proud of this moment, but we are more excited of what is to come next. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. One more round of applause for them, please. Next, we would like to recognize Edwards Life Sciences in Irvine, California, who were nominated by the CISU Consulting Group for their VSM Strategy Deployment System. May I invite Casey Campbell from Edwards and the CISU team to join me on stage. The new product introduction is a comprehensive governance model that has enabled rapid growth and expansion into new industries, increasingly driving predictable performance. Built around customer value creation, the system integrates standardized technical readiness, reviews, formal escalation routines, and cross-functional decision-making, ensuring the safe and efficient launch of complex products. This value stream strategy deployment system is an enterprise operating model that really integrates value stream apps across their network. It's supported by an A3-based action plans and discipline, and its role really drives broader value stream integration. This approach enables teams to prioritize work around shared outcomes and makes decisions that reinforce rather than drive local optimization. Designed around their PDCI cycle, this VSM strategy deployment system connects principles and performance to a future state value stream design, with departmental plans cascading from a shared blueprint. Standard follow-up routines, visual management aligned with these value streams, and regular Gemba-based reviews ensure disciplined execution and system-level learning. Congratulations on this impressive accomplishment. Would you guys like to say a few words?
Thank you. So on behalf of Edwards Life Sciences and myself, we're deeply grateful for this. It's been an amazing run. I've got to say it's been about 15 years, including developing the Edwards production system, which significantly leveraged the Shingo model. So a lot of thanks to what Shingo brings to our company today. I want to shout out to Chester Zelaya, because I'm sure you'll see the video, and for Mike here from CISU for bringing this vision to us, I think back in 2017. And so thank you so much for this.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Edwards. I mean, and Chester, we've known him forever, and we first built this system back in 2009, actually. And they've gone from doing it just plant-wide to now Casey takes it all over the world, and it's truly a network system, and it's been amazing to watch it evolve over time. So I'm super glad you're here, glad to the whole team. They're just a great group. If you ever get to meet them or go visit a facility, I guarantee you'll be wowed. It's great stuff.
Thank you, guys. Our next honoree is Hologic Incorporated, located in San Diego, California, nominated by the Lean Orange. They are being recognized for their Alpaca, all levels of product awareness and customer awareness improvement system. May I invite the Hologic and Lean Orange teams to join me on the stage.
Here at Hologic, our team members create diagnostic products used by laboratories around the world to deliver accurate test results. These results help clinicians make critical decisions that impact patients' lives. During our Discover Excellence workshops, we heard a consistent message. Many team members wanted to better understand the products we manufacture, the customers we serve, and how their work contributes to the results delivered to patients.
That feedback led to the creation of Alpaca, our acronym for all levels of product awareness and customer awareness.
At our San Diego site, we've adopted the Shingo framework and shaped it into something our teams can connect with in a meaningful way.
Alpaca is one of our work streams within Sunny San Diego, focused on helping employees better understand our products, our customers, and the impact of the work we do every day. By connecting people to the bigger picture, teams can see how their work contributes to delivering high-quality diagnostic results.
Today, Alpaca comes to life through several initiatives designed to strengthen product and customer awareness.
The Product Awareness website serves as a central hub where employees can access product information, training resources, and featured product highlights. It gives teams a simple way to learn more about our products and how they're used by laboratories.
The onboarding workshop introduces employees to Hologic products and shows the journey of how raw materials flow into diagnostic results that patients receive. During the workshop, we show how products are used and why quality matters at every step of the way. For many employees, it's their first time seeing how important their work is into every patient result.
The internal process tour boards highlight the unique work performed by teams across operations and quality.
These boards show how each department contributes to the value stream and how our processes connect across the organization.
They help people understand what happens before and after their process.
The internal process tour boards give me a strong understanding of the various processes across operations and quality. I now feel confident explaining what each department at Hologic does for my friends and family, and from that, I can even accurately guess which team someone belongs to based on just hearing a description of what they do and what they work with.
I have a much clearer view on how my day-to-day work connects to the final product and the patients who rely on it. This aligns with our behavior at Hologic, making me feel empowered to share what I've learned with others. And I'm much more intentional now about exchanging knowledge across teams so that we can all make better decisions and contribute to higher quality outcomes.
Alpaca has helped employees better understand the products we manufacture, the customers we serve, and how our processes connect. This workstream has the largest and most cross-functional roster and provides a key space for relationship building and collaboration. As a result, teams are collaborating more across functions and gaining a clearer understanding of how their daily decisions contribute to the quality of the final product. Since launching Alpaca, we've seen meaningful improvements in both engagement and quality across the organization. Team members report a stronger sense of purpose and connection to the work they do, reflected in improvements in our Gallup engagement survey results. And by closing a long recognized gap in product and customer awareness, Alpaca is helping reinforce a culture where quality is understood, owned, and delivered across the organization.
Through Alpaca, we've been able to increase customer awareness, product awareness. We've been able to build a better sense of connection and understanding amongst the different functional areas that manufacture our product. This helps to reinforce the commitment that we have to our customers in delivering high-quality products through our medical devices.
I'm really glad they did that video, did a much better job at explaining it than I could have. Again, congratulations on this remarkable accomplishment, and we'd like you, please, come say a few words.
First and foremost, thank you to the Shingo Institute for recognizing us with this award for Affiliates' Choice for Systems Excellence. I'm honored to receive this award on behalf of Hologic's Alpaca System, which is our fun acronym for all levels of product awareness and customer awareness. I would like to thank Steve Nickel for his guidance and inspiration in our sunny San Diego Shingo journey. We have learned that the aim of a system must be clear, and that could not be more true for Alpaca. Our aim is to cultivate employee engagement and increase product knowledge across all levels of operations and quality within our molecular diagnostics division. I'd like to thank Jessica, Lily, Shannon, Rosette, Ashley, particularly in creating our amazing internal website, Lauren, our visual management design wizard. Thank you to Al for spearheading and now sponsoring our workstream, Tracy, Corinne, Paolo, and the operational excellence team for their support. This workstream wouldn't be where it is without them and their vision. We have also learned that you need to get the right people involved in designing good systems. I believe we truly did this with this group of individuals I'm continuously inspired by. Having the most cross-functional roster has not only led to much more successful collaboration, but also has made it a lot more fun. I'm very proud of the work we've accomplished in filling a long recognized gap in a unique and powerful way, how the system has evolved and improved and is continuing to improve. This is a result of the hard work, dedication, and commitment of those involved. I've been with Hologic since 2018, and when I started, I was lucky enough to have management that stressed the importance of technology and product knowledge, but this wasn't the case for many. It has been so rewarding to help facilitate employees having a constancy of purpose and realizing that behind every result is a patient, understanding that everyone has a role in delivering accurate diagnostic results, as well as the impact of their work and the impact of our products on a global scale. We are driving and strengthening a culture where we are empowered to seek excellence and creating and fostering systems like Alpaca that drive these behaviors. The meaningful improvements we've seen and the informal feedback we've received makes me feel that we're making a difference, from new hires to tenured employees, and hopefully will leave a lasting legacy. Thank you.
fight for it. Here we go.
Yeah, just a couple of quick words here. First of all, thank you, Steve. Awesome. Great coach, really inspired to bring out the best in us. We heard overwhelmingly when we went out on the Go and Observes in our first workshop, and a few since then, but we've overwhelmingly heard from our folks that they want to know what it is they're making. They want to know how they contribute to the mission of the organization and the difference they make in patients' lives. And we basically gave these guys a challenge, Nicole and the team, and they created Alpaca. And it's wonderful. It's amazing to see what can happen when you expand and inspire folks with a mission and you just allow them to create something beautiful. So congratulations, Alpaca. It's awesome.
There you go. They have a mascot. Congratulations. Thank you, guys. Our next recognition goes out to Medline Industries, nominated by OPEX Academy. They're being recognized for their strategic planning system. Yeah, please, the Medline team and the OPEX Academy, please come on stage. So Medline makes healthcare run better by delivering improved clinical, financial, and operational outcomes. They focus on solving problems across the continuum of healthcare. To achieve this, Medline's strategic planning system aligns purpose, priorities, and mindset of 10,000 employees producing 900,000 surgical kits a day across the US and Mexico through the Medline kitting operations system. Senior leadership integrates these elements through a disciplined strategic deployment process, effective communication, and employee engagement. Throughout this system, this systematic approach, the organization has achieved consistent year-over-year revenue growth, improved quality, performance, cost savings, and is regularly recognized as a top employer. Jaime, would you please share a few words?
We are in the very early implementation stages of MKOS. We discovered MKOS like 5 years ago, and we have been working on the design of our 13 systems. We call MKOS is our operating system it is based in Shingo model, and so it's very nice to see that we have right now 8 facilities working on this implementation. People are very engaged. People are seeing very good results, and the culture is changing. So I'm very happy with this team that is helping us do the implementation. I'm gonna pass the word for Patrick Witter, so he's the one that is helping us with the implementation.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much. We're honored by this. I wanted to thank everyone in the room. We've been coming to this conference a few years in a row, and all of you have opened up not just what works with your systems, but the trials and tribulations, and that has been so valuable for this team, and learning how to learn. And I think it's been just a tremendous journey. It's a young journey, as Jaime said. We're just getting going. But thank you so much to the OPEX Academy and all these people around me on stage who actually execute on the strategy. Thank you very much.
Hello and good evening, beautiful people. So glad to be here. My name is Joanne Pabst, and I am the research director for the Shingo Institute. And I am so happy that I am celebrating my first anniversary this week with everybody. It was this time last year that I had just joined the Institute. So having a wonderful time, and I hope you are as well. Recipients of the Shingo Publication Award join a truly distinguished league. Authors, thought leaders, practitioners who spend countless hours in research, reflection, and refinement. And they have chosen to share their wisdom with us. And for that, we are eternally grateful. Their contributions aren't just impressive. They are invaluable to those of us who pursue the elusive art of continuous improvement. So let's start these awards. And as I read your name, please come and join me up at the podium to share a few words. Our first honoree is A Research Agenda for Lean Management by Andrea Furlan and Daryl Powell. Daryl's my new karaoke friend.
Woo, rock and roll, huh? So I think first of all we need to thank all of our.
This is the book.
This is the book.
This is the book. It's a lean book.
It's very lean. It's very lean. How many pages?
Well, I can 200
250,
250.
250 pages. So we want to thank all of the contributing authors that wrote chapters in this book. We did nothing, actually. We are editors, so we put this all together and we made a nice story, right? I think so.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think so. But what we're saying is that there is still a need to do research on lean in 2026. We're in 2026 now. So it's a 2024 book. Lean came around in what, 1988, the term was coined. We're still needing research on this topic today. I think lean is the most misunderstood business concept of our time.
Yeah.
Together, we can make more sense of lean and continuous improvement. So thank you all for coming tonight.
Yeah, so just a few words.
You can step in here now.
Thank you. So thank you very much. We want to thank the Shingo Institute.
Thank you, Shingo Institute.
We're humbled and honored to receive the award. And so the book is about 14 chapters. It involves 25 authors from around the world,
all around the world.
And our intention was to take stock of the landscape in lean research around the world, and hopefully provide a map for the researchers and the practitioners to navigate the landscape of lean and to find new opportunities for research and improvements. And we hope that we make a small contribution to
just a small contribution
to the lean world and
exactly
and operational excellence. Thank you very much.
I'll see you at 10:15 tomorrow morning for the learning session on the book. Eh?
Thank
10:15
you.
tomorrow
Thanks.
morning.
Thank you. Oh, don't forget your trophy.
Okay, we too. Thank you.
Right on.
Thank you.
Well, that was fun. Okay. Our next award goes to Agile Kata, Patterns and Practices for Transformative Organizational Agility by Mr. Joe Krabs. Joe, will you join me? Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, it's getting less and less rewards here, and you're probably thinking, the longer I talk, the less time for party. But just want to say thank you to the Shingo Institute for this award, this recognition. This is my first Shingo event. Yes, I think everybody here in this room had more Shingo events than me. I wrote a book, Agile Kata, from a perspective from the Agile community, my home, for the last, 25 years. And I learned something by uncovering stones and looking under stones, that all of a sudden there was this lean transformation and things you guys worry about. And I was like, there's a lot of similarities. And I wrote something about bringing lean into the agile world. And yeah, there were lots of people, obviously, in my agile career I would like to thank for, as well as in the lean community I would like to thank for. And when you start calling out names, there's always the problem when you walk off that stage that you forgot somebody. So everybody knows who I want to thank for, but there's two people I do want to highlight. Because I want to thank them for writing things down so that I can find them. And that's Mike Rother, who wrote Toyota Kata, and it was Jeffrey Lyko for the Toyota Way and many other of his works. Without writing these things down, I would not have found it, I would not have uncovered it, would not have led me to writing Agile Kata. So for everybody here in the room, write things down so that others can find it. It's very, very important, especially coming from another community. Also want to thank my wife, my kids. They're not here. They couldn't travel out here. It's cool. As you said before, there's endless Saturdays and weekends where you write and research, and they're giving up time for that as well. So I want to thank them for that as well. I want to just say thank you for this. This is not an award for me. This is more like a responsibility to take it forward, this topic. So thank you to the Shingo Institute and for everything you guys are doing. This conference is operational excellence right there. So wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Our next recipient is Dr. Morgan Jones for the book Believe. And Morgan was not able to join us tonight, but he would like to say a few words in a video.
Good evening, everyone. It's a real honor to be able to accept the Shingo Publication Award for my book, Believe. The Shingo Institute represents something deeply important in our field, the idea that sustainable excellence is not achieved through tools and methodologies alone, but through the principles and beliefs that guide our behaviors every day. To have Believe recognized in that tradition is incredibly meaningful for me. I wrote the book and it came from a simple observation after many years of working with leaders and organizations around the world. Most change efforts focus on the methods, the tools, the frameworks, etc. But the real leverage point is something deeper. Organizations don't change because people understand something new. They change because people come to believe in something new. They believe it's safe to try. They believe leadership means what they say. They believe that improvement is possible and real. Until my belief shifts, behavior may change temporarily, but rarely endures. The Shingo model reminds us that slogans and initiatives don't create culture. Fundamental truths or beliefs guide our behaviors. This is created by the experiences that leaders design every day. What is rewarded, what is forgiven, what is remembered, and what is safe to challenge. This award really belongs to all the leaders, coaches, and practitioners out there who work hard creating organizations and cultures where people can think, learn, and improve. I'd like to thank the Shingo Institute for continuing to elevate principle-based leadership in the world that often looks for quick fixes. Finally, I'd like to thank everyone who has read Believe, shared it, challenged it, and applied it and the ideas in practice. And most importantly for me, all the proceeds of this book goes to Dementia Australia. Because at the end of the day, improvement is not about convincing people. It's about creating conditions where people come to believe that's a better way to be possible. They believe. Thank you so much for this award, and I hope everybody enjoys the book. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. Okay, the next award goes to Every Patient Counts by Gray Dubé, Dr. John Toussaint, and Irene Serenier. The authors were not able to join us this evening, but they were able to send a video. And before we play it, though, we would like to take a moment of silence for a friend of the Shingo Institute, Ms. Kim Barnes. She passed away recently. Kim was the COO of Catalysis and a Shingo Academy member. She wrote the foreword to this book, so if we could all pause for a moment of silence. Thank you for joining me in honoring her memory. Now let's show the video now.
Hello, I'm John Toussaint. Every Patient Counts is the remarkable story of a hospital taking care of some of the poorest and sickest people in Johannesburg, South Africa, and how they used the Shingo Principles, the executive management system that we taught them at Catalysis, and many of the tools for the frontline managers to use to take waste out of the system. And they saved hundreds of lives. Both maternal deaths dropped, neonatal ICU deaths dropped. They've become one of the most high-performing public hospitals in South Africa, and they still are, several years after the CEO that introduced these ideas left. So on behalf of that CEO, who's my co-author of this book, Mr. Gray Dubé, and Irene Sayuni, and Kim Barnes, who unfortunately passed away a few weeks ago of cancer. She wrote the foreword to the book, and she and I supported these leaders virtually with phone calls every month. But on behalf of all of these people and all the managers and leaders in this hospital that did just remarkable work, I am very happy to accept the Shingo Publication Award for them because they did the work. So thank you to the Shingo Institute for this. Hopefully, other African countries and other countries around the world will see it doesn't take huge resources to actually make tremendous gains.
Well said. Thank you, Dr. Toussaint. Okay, our next recipient publication is Leading Excellence, 5 Hats of the Adaptive Leader by Chris Butterworth, Stephen Dargan, and Brad Jevons. Thank you, sir, congratulations.
Quick word from myself. Thanks again to Shingo Institute. This journey started 2013, as I said earlier. I was in Chris's ear about all the failures throughout my career in leadership. I had lots of, leading sales teams, operations teams, lots of learnings along that way, but I was in his ear for 11 years. Little did I know, Brad was also in his ear for 11 years, and it took 11 years for Chris to make a decision to connect the two of us together. So he's not a quick decision maker by any stretch of the imagination. So we eventually got together to put all the learnings, some of the learnings that I cherish most are in the book. And that's how the journey became, but I'll pass over to Chris then to talk a bit more about it.
Thank you. Our purpose in writing this book was to try and do whatever we could to increase the levels of engagement around the world, which is tragically low. And so it's a guidebook for leaders to help them to how can all of us become better leaders, because a person's direct boss has the biggest impact on their engagement more than anything else. So that was the idea, is that which hat am I wearing? Do I need to wear to improve engagement? So I need to thank a few people because the book has been very successful and it's now in several languages. So I want to give a big, I want to give a big thanks to Eric from 4 Results, who has translated the book, translated and published the book in Poland, in Polish. It's a big success there. Alex from another Shingo affiliate, Keysense, who's translated it into Mandarin. And Nancy from Exilium, who's translated it into Arabic. So it's also coming out in Spanish shortly. So a big thank you to all of those people for all the work on the book and everyone who contributed.
Yeah, the final piece I want to acknowledge is we had so many great case studies in the books, from miners to cake manufacturers to banking to grain manufacturers, you name it. So, these companies have all strived to achieve excellence, and they've achieved so much through leadership and their behaviors and beliefs of leadership. And I just want to acknowledge them. Thank you, everyone.
Okie dokie. Our next recipient could also not be with us this evening, and we hope to be able to recognize them at our European conference later this year. The award recipient is the Lean Tech Manifesto by Fabrice Bernard and Benoit Charles Lavazol. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Okay, our next recipient is Redefining Excellence, Maturity to Mastery by Mike Martin. Mike, would you come join me?
Well, thank you very much. It's great to be here. Honestly, over the years, I've been blessed to be a part of the Shingo community. It's been incredibly motivating, challenging. I mean, you get to see it when you meet everybody. It just stretches your thinking, encourages you, and inspires you to do things that you don't think you can do. And then by the time you're done, you're kind of ready for the next challenge. So this has been a tremendous opportunity. This case study truly is boots on the ground, what happens in a global organization and a global transformation. When you are inspired and encouraged by a leader who really thinks big and thinks less about excellence and more about legacy. And it really started with Kathy, and I was honestly more excited that she was going to get to be here. Kathy was the CEO of Android Industry, a top global supplier for GM, Ford, Toyota, Stellantis. I could go on and on about their achievements. And the most significant thing about it to me was the opportunity to meet a leader who was more than willing to push for something more all the time. Never let it sit, never have an opportunity to say good enough, but always in the spirit, even from the first time that we met. She said, "We've proven we can perform. But my interest is what we're going to give back to people, what we're going to do for them. What are we going to be known for after we're gone and this organization stands for?" So I know you weren't here. I kind of embarrassed you in front of the whole workshop that if you get a chance to meet Kathy when she's here, talk to her, get to know her. It's been a tremendous honor. I've got our whole team in the back. We've worked with, 24 different locations all around the world. To do this over the last few years, and my excitement is really to have you meet her and get to see a leader who truly is living it every single day. So.
Well, thank you, Mike, and I'm going to be brief. I just want to say thank you to Mike and the SISU team because they believed in our initiative and what we were trying to accomplish. You breathed fresh spirit and life into our organization. You had the courage to take on a global opportunity because I wasn't willing to just test this method out with one plant. So we took on the whole company all at once, and we took on all functional leadership teams at the corporate headquarters. So this wasn't just about plant operations. This was true alignment company-wide. And the thing that's been really a blessing to me is we have seen how the model, the mindset, the energy and the engagement is really making a difference for people's lives at work and beyond work. So we have really reminded ourselves that adhering to the principles that the Shingo community is about helps us build better communities, better cultures, and better companies, every person, every day, everywhere. So let's go build a better everything together and keep the spirit alive. Okay?
That's nice she was here. Awesome. Okay. Our next recipient is very unique. It was nominated by Peter Hines, and it's being awarded posthumously as the author passed away a really long time ago. The publication is called Self-Help by Samuel Smiles. Originally, it was published in 1859, and Self-Help has been praised for its enduring message that character, perseverance, and self-directed improvement create the foundation for the personal and societal progress. This book champions the potential for the working and lower middle class, heightening their capacity for growth and their right to social advancement. By illustrating how character, disciplined effort, and personal responsibility shape long-term success. Self-Help advanced ideas that continue to influence modern thinking about leadership, mindset, and cultural transformation. Let's give Samuel Smiles a round of applause. Okay, next we would like to recognize Why Care by Chris Warner, Caroline Greenlee, and Chris Butterworth. Thank you, Laura. Chris is a frequent flyer tonight. Caroline,
I tell you, the next time I write a book, it's not going to start with W in the title. So thinking back, as a young, naive, 22-year-old production manager working for Michelin in Ireland, Why Care is the guide that I wish I'd had. I wish I had known then that lasting performance starts from the inside out with thriving individuals. I wish I had known that culture matters more than tools. And I wish I had known that the true measure of performance is belonging. I feel truly at home at Shingo, and I'm incredibly proud to receive this award for our work. Unfortunately, work is not a caring place for many. Stress and burnout are on the rise. Change is happening at an unprecedented rate, and people are being replaced by machines. That is why we wrote our book, to help to provide a framework for how to transform work into somewhere where everyone can thrive. Imagine how fabulous it would be if all workplaces helped everyone move from surviving to thriving. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name's Chris Warner, and I live in Australia. I work with Stephen Dogan, or Dogs. So Dogs and myself are senior leader coaches in the biggest mining company in the world. And we're undertaking most probably one of the biggest lean deployments that's been seen. So if you had to ask me as a young kid that I'd be standing on the stage in San Diego, California. I come from South Africa, from a very small rural town. Receiving this award, I would have really laughed at myself. I come from a lot of trauma, I come from a lot of poverty, I come from a lot of issues as a kid growing up. And just a few things to add on to that. The reason why I got involved in writing this book is because I was brutalized by the workplace. So in my 30-year career, I've been reasonably successful in what I've been able to do, but there have been occasions where psychosocial hazards have destroyed my well-being. And as Caroline said, there are people within workplaces that are being broken, and it's not acceptable. We cannot accept psychological well-being being collateral damage in the pursuit of improving performance. It is both a moral and economic obligation. And we all need to play our role in ensuring that we are creating safer, psychologically free spaces for people to be able to do their work and be who they are. Finally, thank you to the Institute for the award. I want to thank my two co-authors, Caroline and Chris, your dear friends, and I've learned so much from you during this journey. I want to thank my dear wife who's joined me all the way from Australia. Gary Peterson, thank you so much for the foreword that you wrote for us. Again, it was tremendous to get that from you. But yeah, thanks everyone.
It's a real honor to be up here again, but this means a lot because you know, Stoffs and I were, I should say, we said earlier, if you come from Australia, you have to have a nickname, so Stoffs. Yeah. We were on a mine site together. We worked together for a week. We kind of did this continuous improvement assessment, and we're kicking it around afterwards. We said, you know, what we really need to recognize is that mental health, mental well-being is one side of a coin. The other side is a continuous improvement culture. But if you don't have mental well-being, you can't have a continuous improvement culture. When we're under stress, our IQs can drop by up to 40%, 40 points rather. So, you know, if we're not caring for our people, we can't claim to be implementing continuous improvement. We can't claim to be respecting every individual. So we just hope that the book makes life better for people. Thank you very much.
So important. Thank you guys so much. Okay, well, we have our last publication award, and hopefully you caught Stephen Spear's keynote this morning. His book, Wiring the Winning Organization, which he spoke about, which was authored by himself and Jean Kim. Steve is spending some well-deserved time with his family this evening. So let's give him a nice round of applause for his book. I would now like to recognize our Shingo Research Award recipient. Every year we recognize one body of scholarly work that is purely research-based. This year we're recognizing the paper Becoming a Learning Organization While Enhancing Performance, the Case of Lego. And this was published in the International Journal of Operation and Production Management. This paper was written by Thomas Borup Christensen, Henrik Sabe, and Amy Edmondson. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you all for your kind attention. And now I'm going to turn the podium over to my colleague, Sean Barker.
Good evening. I'm Sean Barker. I'm the Director of Operations and Assessment at the Shingo Institute. You might wonder, why am I wearing black on a whiteout? And I thought it would be appropriate tonight to honor Matias Gomez by wearing the shirt that his mother gave me. And so I'm grateful to be able to wear it tonight in his memory. I'd like to take a moment and just recognize an incredible group of people that help us at the Shingo Institute, the Shingo examiners who work behind the scenes to assess organizations and publications we're celebrating tonight. Having served as an examiner myself, I can personally attest to the dedication, rigor, thoughtful analysis they bring to every assessment. It's a significant commitment.
I'd also like to acknowledge the organizations that allow them to perform this work. We're deeply grateful for their expertise, their professionalism, and the support they receive. The success and credibility of the Shingo Institute depends greatly on these remarkable individuals. And so I'd like to recognize those that have dedicated numerous years to the pursuit of being a Shingo examiner and to enhancing the Shingo community. These examiners have now retired. Please join me in recognizing Mark Baker, Randy Cook, Tim Saddam, Bill Nussbaum, Dale Lucht, Terry Spalding, Pat Wardwell, Terry Bates, Brent Lyons, and Brian Bergsma. And I believe that Dale is with us here tonight. Dale, can you come up and join me for just a moment? I think Dale has been an examiner longer than I've been at the Shingo Institute. And he's been with us for a long time and served in many different positions to help us with the advancement of the assessment and doing all of the site visits that he has. Please give him a round of applause. Dale, this is for you. Thank you so much. And you want to take a word?
I would just like to challenge everyone out there to become an examiner down the road because it's a very rewarding experience. As a retiree, I see a lot of white in the audience, but as a retiree, I wore dark because I'm retired and I can do whatever I want. I was very fortunate in my career to have some mentors early on. In '94, I joined the Hahn Company, H&I Corporation. My first boss was George Koningsacker, and I got to work with Shingajitsu, and that sort of got the fire lit. And becoming an examiner is just an incredible experience to see companies, see colleagues around the world, and see the great work that the prize has stimulated everyone to pursue. Thank you.
Thank you, Dale, and we wish you the best on your next adventure. Can I get all the examiners in the room to stand up for just a moment and give them a round of applause for their contribution? It's now my pleasure to acknowledge our site recipients this evening. I want to emphasize that receiving any form of recognition following a thorough Shingo assessment signifies a significant achievement and is a testament to the impactful effort made by the organization. The Shingo Bronze recognizes the exceptional hard work of building the organization's culture in the early stages of transformation, where teams demonstrate strong and consistent use of improvement tools and techniques and begin developing the systems that support the sustainable business improvement. Shingo Silver signifies that an organization has continued to mature in its transformation, demonstrating not only strong use of improvement tools, but also the development and integration of systems in which those tools work. Systems that make it easier and more natural for people to do the right things for continuous improvement. And of course, the Shingo Prize recognizes organizations that have managed through hard work and long persistence to establish a culture rooted in principles that drive behaviors ever closer to ideal. And now, without further ado, here's our first recipient.
Smith & Nephew is a global leading medical device company with business portfolios spanning advanced wound care, orthopedics, sports medicine, and ENT. Smith & Nephew Suzhou is the group's largest manufacturing base for advanced wound care products. Supported by strict quality systems and advanced manufacturing capabilities, it provides high-quality wound care products to customers in nearly 100 countries around the world. To be a global leader in operational excellence within the medical industry is the vision of Smith & Nephew Suzhou. We embrace Shingo model and embed Shingo principles into every business system. We respect every individual and lead with humanity to unlock potential, align the enterprise to ensure consistency, focus on process, and ensure quality at the source, and enhance overall effectiveness through scientific thinking. Structured, site-wide participation in continuous improvement has become part of daily work, driving comprehensive gains in safety, quality, cost, and delivery. The Shingo Price journey is a comprehensive calibration of decades of continuous improvement achievements and organizational capability. Anchored in value streams and work systems, we cascade best practices and redesign gaps step by step to ensure that principles, systems, tools, behaviors remain aligned across the entire organization.
Since implementing the Shingo model at our site, we have observed profound cultural transformation toward operational excellence, categorized by deep respect for every individual, relentless pursuit of continuous improvement, and a constant commitment to aligned purpose-driven objectives. This shift has obviously enhanced the organizational performance and strengthened our capacity for long-term sustainable growth.
Would the team from Smith & Nephew please join me on stage? Congratulations. The award is being accepted by Cindy Duan, Shangju Site Director, and Katie Einsenreich, Vice President of Smith & Nephew Operating System Global Operations.
Thank you. On behalf of Smith & Nephew, I'm honored to stand here with Cindy to receive the Shingo Award. And this award is especially meaningful for us, not just for what the site's accomplished, but how they accomplished it through continuous improvement behaviors, mindsets, and truly embedding it as a way of working. At Smith & Nephew, we believe that continuous improvement is not a destination, it's a daily commitment. It's how we work. It's how we deliver Life Unlimited to all of our patients all around the world. Every improvement, every problem solved at the root, every idea to serve our patients better come from the people who do the work or who are closest to the work, and this award truly belongs to them. Thank you to the Shingo Institute for this incredible honor. Thank you to Cindy, who is a remarkable leader, who has guided the Suzhou site through their journey, and it's just beginning. Thanks to the global OpEx community for helping lead the company and really champion the journey to become one of the world's best continuous improvement cultures in medtech. Thank you to Xiaochan, who unfortunately can't be here today. He's the OpEx site leader in Suzhou, and he leads the site with passion, coaching, curiosity, and truly inspires everyone he talks to. And above all, thank you to every teammate at the Suzhou site who has proven what's possible when people are empowered to do their best work.
Thank you all. Standing here, I'm extremely excited. It feels like a dream, and the dream has come true. First of all, I would like to thank Shingo Institute for giving Smith & Nephew the opportunity and the recognition. And also would like to thank the examiner team. I know some of you are in this room. Lacey, Eric, you are so great and provide a lot of valuable feedback and insights during the on-site assessment. And I also like to thank my company, all the support in our Shingo journey. And most of all, I would like to thank my team, the 700 employees of Smith Nephew Suzhou site. Although they couldn't be present at the thing, I know they are always with me and awaiting for this moment. Receiving the Shingo Prize is a tremendous honor for Smith and Nephew, but this is not the end point, it's the new beginning. We will remain committed to deploy the Shingo model and use the guiding principles in our daily operations. Every day, everybody, and everywhere, with aim to achieve the long-term sustainability and create value for our customers. Again, I'm so happy and so honored to receive this award, and I will bring this trophy, looks very heavy, back to China and bring it with me in the plan. But we already made a most predominant place for it in our office. Thanks again for the opportunity, and I wish you all have a great evening. Thank you.
And now for our next recipient.
Na Vale, existimos para melhorar a vida e transformar o futuro juntos. Somos uma das líderes globais em mineração e uma das maiores empresas privadas do Brasil. O minério que produzimos está presente em hospitais, celulares, meios de transporte e na infraestrutura que movimenta o mundo. Acreditamos que a mineração é essencial para o desenvolvimento do planeta e que só cumprimos nosso papel quando geramos prosperidade com responsabilidade e cuidado com o meio ambiente e com as pessoas. Na mina de Brucutu, essa visão se materializa a partir da integração entre inovação, segurança e pessoas, promovendo uma operação cada vez mais segura, eficiente e inclusiva. Operamos com caminhões fora de estrada 100% autônomos, perfuratrizes autônomas e equipamentos controlados à distância por cabines remotas. Brucutu é a primeira mina do Brasil a operar com uma frota de caminhões fora de estrada 100% autônoma. Uma jornada iniciada em 2004 e construída de forma consistente ao longo do tempo. Desenvolvemos e capacitamos nossos empregados, promovendo comportamentos que fortalecem nossos sistemas de trabalho e nos permitem alcançar resultados sustentáveis. Lideramos pelo exemplo, com humildade e respeito, sabendo que a excelência se constrói no dia a dia. Atuamos com propósito e buscamos a melhoria contínua em tudo o que fazemos, pois acreditamos que resultados duradouros nascem das pessoas, são fortalecidos pela cultura e impulsionados pelo aprendizado constante.
A jornada do modelo Shingo fortaleceu nossa cultura, nosso sistema de gestão e o protagonismo das pessoas. Esse reconhecimento é consequência de como escolhemos trabalhar todos os dias.
O Shingo Prize reconheceu nosso sistema de gestão VPS pela excelência operacional, pela evolução da nossa cultura, pela valorização e pelo cuidado genuíno com as pessoas. Melhorar o nosso compromisso incansável com a melhoria contínua. Essa jornada só foi possível porque caminhamos juntos, alinhados por um mesmo propósito: melhorar a vida e transformar o futuro juntos.
Would the team from Valley please join me on stage? Accepting is Paulo Damasceno, Operations Director of Brucutu.
Good evening, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Shingo Institute, colleagues, partners, and the Brucutu teams. Today we receive the Shingo Prize with deep gratitude and strong sense of purpose. This recognition reflects the belief that guides us every day. When people are respected, trusted, and empowered, extraordinary things happen. When the Shingo examiners visit us, they look at beyond our systems and indicators and experience our culture, how we learn together, support one another, and lead with humility. One comment that touched us deeply. We felt as we were living a family. For us, there is no greater honor. We are truly grateful to the Shingo Institute for guiding us on this journey of learning. The Shingo Principles have transformed how we lead and strengthened the evolution of our VPS management system. You remind us that excellence is not about tools alone, but about people that believe, behaviors, and purpose. Thank you for the partnerships and the inspiration that continue guides our journey. I would also like to extend a special thank you to Luis Resch, Claudemir, and Carlos Medeiros for their support and sponsorships on this journey. Thank you.
It's heavy. Next, we're honored to introduce a special recognition nominated by the Shingo Institute. A Shingo advocate is a unique distinction created to recognize organizations that have demonstrated extraordinary long-term support for advancing the Shingo model and strengthening the global community of enterprise excellence. The recognition is distinct from other awards. While honors like the Shingo Prize, the Shingo Academy, and the Shingo Rising Star recognize achievements in organizational excellence, the Shingo Advocate celebrates those who have provided visionary leadership and enduring commitment to expanding the reach and impact of the Shingo model around the world. Tonight, we are proud to present the very first Shingo Advocate Award. This inaugural recognition goes to O.C. Tanner.
O.C. Tanner Company has been in business since 1927, creating strategic employee recognition and reward solutions all over the world. Headquartered in Salt Lake City, Utah, with roughly over 1,500 employees on site from over 52 different countries. More than 20,000 awards are shipped every day to individuals who've accomplished great work.
As part of the foundation of O.C. Tanner's history, since starting in Obert Tanner's mother's basement, creating beautiful class rings and pins, manufacturing has been a big part of what makes up the culture and influence of O.C. Tanner Company and its profound success.
Going back 30 years, folks like Gary Peterson recognized that manufacturing needed to dramatically improve. It was taking weeks to get orders through the factory, and he had a vision for transforming from 27 different departments to mini factories that would produce one piece at a time. It was a tremendous effort and involved new right-sized equipment as well as a different culture. This enormous project took years, but ultimately reduced throughput time from weeks to hours and earned O.C. Tanner the Shingo Prize in 1999.
Since that time, O.C. Tanner has become a showcase site for many organizations who bring their leaders to see and learn how O.C. Tanner accomplishes their objectives through continuous improvement and how their people are highly engaged and set stretch goals to deliver results in each area of the business.
O.C. Tanner's purpose to help people thrive at work through platform offerings such as employee recognition, anniversaries, custom awards, celebrations, events, and services provide a full and complete experience. A best place to work for several years in a row, the company strives for feedback and welcomes visitors from all over the world. We appreciate the business partnerships and shared best practices and welcome you all to soon celebrate O.C. Tanner reaching 100 years of business in 2027.
For many years, O.C. Tanner has been a remarkable partner and advocate for the Shingo Institute. Through their leadership, generosity, and belief in the Shingo model, they have helped elevate the conversation around enterprise excellence and strengthen this global community. I'm sure that many of you have been recipients of some of this great effort as you visited the O.C. Tanner Company. Let me read the inscription on the plaque. In recognition of remarkable and enduring support in advancing the Shingo model and elevating enterprise excellence around the globe, O.C. Tanner is hereby recognized as a Shingo advocate. This honor celebrates the organization's lasting impact, visionary leadership, and unwavering commitment to strengthening the worldwide community dedicated to organizational excellence. At this time, I'd like to have the team from O.C. Tanner please join me up here on stage. Accepting for O.C. Tanner tonight is Tolan Brown, Executive Vice President of Supply Chain and Manufacturing.
Well, I'll keep this brief. I've been in this position for 3.5 months. If this had been given 3.5 months ago, Gary Peterson would be receiving this award on behalf of O.C. Tanner. He hired me 20 years ago, and it has been a dream to work and learn from him and sit at his feet. And he seems to be the man of the night. You've been up here 3 or 4 times. But I'm going to invite him to say a few words. But I'm going to say a couple things real quick that he wouldn't say because he's too humble. Gary started, so it's hard to believe, I started O.C. Tanner 20 years ago, and the company was 15 years into their lean journey. There were not a lot of lean, continuous improvement books at that time. And the company was in 27 different departments. It was batch manufacturing. It took about a month to get a product through the factory. And Gary had a vision. He had a vision of one-piece flow. And it was not an easy journey. He did not have the support of the leadership team. They couldn't quite catch the vision, and the employees were very confused as well. And he fought City Hall to experiment and to build a U-shaped cell and to begin producing awards one piece at a time. And it was a long journey. When I joined, they were 15 years into the journey. So I want to let him just say a few words about that journey. The last thing I will say is the idea of low-hanging fruit is a myth. We have been at this for 35 years, and we see low-hanging fruit everywhere we look, every day when we walk into the factory. You never run out. There's always opportunities to improve, and we're just happy to be on the journey. Thank you.
Thanks, Tolan. What a great hire 20 years ago. You know, it was a lovely fight for a third of a century. And I can tell you the Shingo model was so incredibly good to us. It treated us well. I'm a big believer, and everybody who knows me, everywhere I go, everywhere I speak, I talk about the value of the Shingo model. Happy to personally be an advocate, to have O.C. Tanner be an advocate. I had a sense that our people had more to give, but honestly, I had no idea that people could become as incredible as these people have become at O.C. Tanner. And I felt like we kind of put in front of the leaders a new way of being, a possible new way of being. We put in front of the team members a different way to approach the business, and we feel like they just picked it up and ran with it. And what they have done with it is astonishing to me, and it just fills me with great joy. And on behalf of everybody here, I can tell you we love the people of O.C. Tanner. I love these people, and is on behalf of them, gladly accept this award. Thank you.
On behalf of the Shingo Institute and the entire Shingo community, thank you for your partnership, your example, and in setting and advancing excellence worldwide.
Incidentally, you may realize that O.C. Tanner makes all of the awards, but we decided not to have them make their own. And so this was a surprise to most of them, but we decided we'd better not surprise them without at least warning Tolan that we're going to do this. So we did confess to him that we're going elsewhere to get an award made for him. So at any rate, we would love to see, this is a new award, as Sean pointed out, and those of you who have been around for a while know this too. This is a brand new award. We would like to do this at least once a year. If we have more deserving recipients, we'd love to recognize them too. But what we want to see is Shingo Prize recipient organizations that open their doors the same way that O.C. Tanner has and help train and show best examples, let people benchmark with them, host workshops and things like that. And when they are willing to do that, we want to recognize and thank them for that contribution because it's been valuable in the Shingo community. Okay, what an incredible evening it's been. It's been truly been a privilege to recognize the dedication, hard work, and achievements of our award recipients. Before we conclude, a quick reminder to all of tonight's recipients and honorees, please gather outside this ballroom for group photos. I think we're going to do it right over there, right? Yeah, I'm looking at you. You're the one taking the photos, right? Okay, before you leave, please go out there and get photos taken so we can recognize that. Now, Kate, go to the next slide. Okay, stop right there. And then I'm going to go off script right now, so nobody knows what I'm about to do except me. So it's thank you time before we close the evening, and I just wanted to share with you, sometime before the end of this year, I will be stepping down as the executive director of the Shingo Institute. So this is my last chance at the Shingo annual conference to do thank yous. And I want to start off, first of all, I tell people all the time, these are, when I talk to friends, when they ask me, how's work going? And even though I'm getting old, and when you get old, everything hurts, and it's harder to do things and stuff like that. And then your eyes get worse, and then you have to wear 2 pairs of glasses, one to read and one to see. Stuff like that keeps going on and on. But this is my last chance to do thank yous to the various different people that I get to work with. And I'm asked often, how's it going? The bad part of it is the getting old stuff. And the good part of it is the people I get to work with. And so I want to do a few thank yous to people that I get to work with, and I want to start off with the staff of the Shingo Institute. They have been wonderful colleagues. They put on wonderful things like this. This is Mary. And I learned a long time ago that our conference always goes better if I simply do what Mary tells me to do. Sometimes I don't always listen, or sometimes, and now lately, I don't always remember. But it always goes better with Mary. Our affiliate organization with Amy is in great hands, and they are what drives the success of the Shingo Institute, as I mentioned earlier. Our recognition is run by Sean and Brittany and so on. Our educational materials and Peter, and our research and publications with Joanne and so on. I get to work with some of the best people in the world at the Shingo Institute. But the other great people I get to work with, besides my daily colleagues, I get to work with our affiliates. And these are people throughout the world. We have over 30 licensed affiliate organizations, and they are present. They have offices present in about 15 to 20 countries, but they have clients in over 30 countries. And as a result, I get a chance to work with them all over the world. I get a chance to train the facilitators, wonderful people. They are in the business of helping their client organizations improve because they are dedicated to the mission of improving improvement and raising the level of engagement of people and helping them thrive at work. And people who dedicate their lives and careers to that kind of an purpose are people that I just love to work with. And I just treasure the fact that I get to work with some of the best people all around the world. I've been a Shingo examiner since 2009. I've had a chance to go on 14 different site visits. And each time I go on a site visit, we have roughly 5 members to each team. So I get a chance to spend a week with 4 of the top people in the world and experts in this field. And I get to learn from them and learn their expertise and just be on the team with them. As a result, I've had a chance to go hang out for at least a week at a time with 50 of the best people in the world, doing examination visits, visiting some of the best companies in the world and their leaders who are some of the best people in the world. We have a wonderful group of senior executives, and I've had the chance to be the chairman of the board for that for the last 13 years. And I get a chance to invite people to join the board. Unfortunately, I get a chance also to, as their term turns, it comes up, I have to say, it's your turn to cycle off so we can cycle somebody else on. And it's kind of sad because I treasure the insights that they have given. They are some of the best people in the world again. They're executives that are committed to the Shingo model, to the lean, to getting their people engaged, and they're willing to share their wisdom and their experience to help us do better at the Shingo Institute. And I can go on. We have faculty fellows. They're also great people to work with. We have researchers, and I agree with the comment that Darrell Powell made. We need more researchers. But we are seeing the field of research grow and grow and grow over the last decade, and it's been wonderful to see because lean research was about dead 10 years ago, and it has been revived, and it's getting better and better, and we're having young scholars like Darrell and Andrea who have gotten into the field and done some great work, and there's been hundreds of others who have as well. And it's been wonderful to see the resurgence of research in lean, and I treasure the opportunities I have to rub shoulders with those who are helping us find new knowledge through the research that they do. As I mentioned, we just launched this Shingo Student Center at our university, and it's been one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life is help get that up and going, get the students involved, have some really great learning activities, and figure out how can we get better at training people earlier in their careers so we don't have to fix them later as they figure out, I've been doing this wrong all this time, can you come help me do it better? I'd rather teach them 20 years earlier and have them do it right all along. And so it's wonderful to kind of experiment with a group of students on how can we teach this better. I get to work with the best students now, too. So I could go on, but it has been a very blessed life for me that I have the chance to work with people like you, the best people in the world, that are so committed to your own organizations and making them better, or to your client organizations and making them better, and helping people enjoy, be engaged, and to thrive at work. So with that said, thank you so much. Let's go to the next slide, which is my big thank you slide. I'd like to thank all of you for being here tonight and being part of this celebration. The Shingo community exists because of people like you. Individuals who are committed to learning, improving, and helping others succeed, sharing your ideas, challenging one another to get better, and continuing the pursuit of excellence. You keep this work moving forward. As we look ahead to tomorrow and the rest of the conference, I hope you will take full advantage of the opportunities to learn from one another, to build new connections, and continue the conversations that began today. Before you go, we invite you to stay and enjoy the laser light show and the dance party that'll be in here, except for when you need to go out and get your photos taken, okay? Remember that. The bar will remain open, so please stay and celebrate together and enjoy the evening. Congratulations once again to all of our recipients. From all of us at the Shingo Institute, thank you for being here. Have a wonderful evening. And we're done. Thank you.